Hi everyone! Welcome back to MomNMeBeauty. Today I am going to be doing my declutter of my blushes. I have quite a large collection in one of my makeup drawers, so I need to clear it out and be able to get use out of the ones that I truly enjoy. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We post 2 beauty videos a week. On Mondays is Mom and Me Day, and on Thursdays is either Tea and Take with my daughter Emma or Mom Moment with me. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so these are all the blushes that I have, and how I do my declutters is I pick out ones that I know that I use on a daily basis or an almost daily basis. There's 2 that stand out to me at first. First is this Fit Me by Maybelline. I got this, I think, when they were trying to repackage and they just had a new launch of all their Fit Me blushes, so I know they've got a couple new colors. Definitely new packaging, so I think this was like the tail end of their old packaging. Anyways, this blush is so pretty. Now, something you need to know about me is that I have naturally very pigmented skin with pink undertones, and so I don't like anything that's too overly pigmented, because then it's really difficult to make it look like I'm not a clown and like it's completely natural. So that's why I like this one. It's a really nice light pink. You can build it if you want, but it doesn't make me look like a clown. And this one is in the color 102 Light Rose. So yeah, definitely keeping that one. The next one that stands out at me that definitely want to keep because I reach for it quite a bit is the Fionna Stiles blush. Now, I recently got quite a few Fionna Stiles products, as did Emma, because Fionna Stiles is unfortunately, or has unfortunately, left Ulta, so they had like 75% off all Fionna Stiles, and that's where I got this. This is in the color Sweetwater. So this one also is a really light pink color. You can see it there. Oh, I love this. It feels so velvety smooth. So this is the Maybelline one. I don't know if you can really see that, but this is the Fionna Stiles one right here. It's a little bit more peachy than the Maybelline, but still in that pink realm. And yeah, I love this. I reach for it almost every single day. So definitely keeping that one. So next I'm gonna pull out what I think that I would like to use a little bit more than I already am using now. The first one that I want to do is this Milani. This is their powder blush in number 8 Tea Rose, and Milani blushes all come with this rose imprint on it, except they do have a couple of blushes that have like tinier roses, and each one of those roses is a different tone of pink or mauve or nude, but they're pans that are just nothing but one shade all have this tea imprint or this rose imprint in it, and I love it. It's so pretty. This is, again, a very nice light pink, a little bit darker than the other ones. You can see it right here. So this is too buildable. I find that I have to use quite a light hand with it because it's a lot more pigmented than the other 2. But yeah, I absolutely love this color, and I wish I could reach for more. So now that I'm decluttering, that's my goal. And then the next one that I would like to keep and use more, this actually is the birthday gift at Sephora. You get a choice of either a Tarte kit or skincare kit. The name of that brand escapes me right now. I'm very sorry. Anyways, in the Tarte birthday kit, you get this blush, which is Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Pare. I don't know if you can see that. There's like 3 A's. Anyways, this is a little bit darker. Pulls more like cool toned mauve or cool toned pink, and I have to use an even lighter hand with that one as well, but I still love this color. I love the formulation, so yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this one, and hopefully I can get a little bit more use out of it in the fall because it is a little bit darker pink. Okay, next one that I'm going to reach for is this Laura Geller. This is her Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in Rosewater. Now, this was something that my sister-in-law passed along to me because she didn't really like it. I tend to not like shimmery blushes, which is exactly what this is. But I have it on today and I actually really like it. It's not glittery. It does have a little bit of a shimmer, which I think is very appropriate during summer. And you know, it's a little bit deceiving because it looks pretty pigmented here on my hand, but when I applied it with the brush, I actually had to build it. I had to put a couple layers of the blush on. So yeah, I really, really like this color and definitely gonna keep it and use it a lot more this summer. The shimmer is, like I said, not so intense. It's not a glitter, it's a nice like glow. And the last one that I know that I want to keep and use more is this DLS blush. This blush, so I really, really would like to try wearing like a pink peach blush or just a straight up peach blush, but because of those pink undertones that I have, very, very difficult to do. So this blush does not make my cheeks look orange. It swatches quite orange here on my hand. It's so sheer that you could definitely see the pink underneath on my cheeks. So it looks like a nice healthy cheek color or flush. So yeah, I really like this one. I would like to use it more and I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so for whatever's left, let's just go through it kind of one by one and I'll make my decisions that way. So the first one is the City Color Be Matte Blush that I got from Five Below. This is in the color Blackberry and it really is a little bit too purple for me, I think. Yeah, like you can see it there, it's so purple. And when I put it on, it looks like I've stained my cheeks with like a blueberry or grape or something like that. So yeah, I know that I'm not going to get much use out of it, so I'm going to pass this one along. Next one is this Makeup Revolution, the matte blush, and this is in the color Nude. I don't know. I haven't used this one in a while. Oh yeah, I remember this now. So it pulls a little bit too much orange on my skin, and it's so pigmented. You can see just how pigmented it is there. Even more so, like I know that this one really does show up like coral, like I was talking about, but this one, it's so pigmented that it really does look like orange on my cheeks. So yeah, I think I'm going to be passing this one along as well. And the next one is Makeup Revolution's the matte blush, and this one is in Beloved. This one's quite pink. You can see that there. It is like bright, bright pink. All of these Makeup Revolution blushes are very, very pigmented and you really need to use a light hand with them. I actually like that pink. It is quite pigmented, but as long as I apply it sparingly and carefully, it really does look nice on my cheeks. So definitely going to keep that one. Next up is this e.l.f. palette. Now this is their total face palette, so it's got more than just blushes in it. It also has contour shades in it, but these two blushes, this one is got a little bit more coral in it, and it's a little bit deeper than this one. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep these. Let's see how they swatch. Oh yeah, they're very light in color. You can see them there. So this is the one that's right here. And that one right there is this deeper one right here. Now, I don't really like this deeper one. It's a little bit too orange on me. The one up in the top corner, I like a little bit better. And honestly, I don't even reach for these contour shades anymore because I've got other bronzers and contour shades that I like. I like that this one is so cool toned because I do need to contour with like a cool brown. It can also work as a highlighter, but I honestly have not reached for this at all, and I like my other blushes a little bit better than these, as well as my contour shades. So I think I'm going to pass this along. Okay, next up is this Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush. This is in number 315, Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. This is an ombre between like a nude color and a corally color. So this also has a ton of shimmer in it, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's right there. It's also quite powdery, and honestly, it takes a lot to build this up on my cheeks, and when I do, it just comes off too orangey. So definitely going to pass this one along. And the other ombre blush by Wet n Wild that I have is the Princess Daiquiris. This one isn't quite as shimmery, and it goes between a coral and a pink. I actually really enjoy this. I have used it several times. Definitely buildable. It's a little bit sheer. You can see it there, but it's not so shimmery. So I think that's the ultimate blush color for me, one that goes between coral and pink and that I can build on my cheeks. So yeah, definitely going to keep this one and going to reach for it a little bit more, especially during the summer months, I think. Okay, next is this Essence Blush Up. This is also an ombre, and this is in the color number 20, Pinky Flow. This I also like a lot too, because, you know, towards the end of summer and then going into the fall, my cheeks, the pigmentation in them can vary from day to day. So I like that I could use the lighter pink if I wanted it, or I can use darker pink, like if we're heading in towards fall and my cheeks aren't nearly as rosy. So I really like the ombre and the shade difference that you get in this one, so definitely going to keep this and get more use out of it. Next we have the e.l.f. blush in Mellow Mauve. So I have used this a couple of times, but really it was more so in the fall and the winter. It is a very stunning blush. It's definitely mauve, and it does look really nice on the cheeks, especially when you've got like a mauve eyeshadow look going on as well. So definitely going to keep this one, but I probably won't reach for it until we get into the fall again, fall and the winter. So yeah, but really nice formulation, extremely affordable, but definitely keeping this one. Next we have this NYX blush in HD B21 Intuition. I think I am gonna pass on this one just because it's got shimmer in it and it's a darker color. So something that I would reach for in the fall and the winter. And it's so pigmented, like you really have to be light with it and very careful when you apply it, even for people who don't have necessarily you know, the same kind of pink undertone that I have. But it's I only reached for it once, and I had to go back in with my foundation beauty blender just to tone it down because it was so bright. Now you can use your blushes as eyeshadows if maybe you're not getting use out of them that way, but I already have this color 5 times over in my other eyeshadow palette, so yeah, I think I'm gonna pass this one along. And lastly, I have this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in number 328B Mellow Wine. Now, I think this one is relatively new to me, if I remember correctly. It's quite a large pan too. It swatches really nicely. Actually, it is pretty pigmented, but I think you can sheer it out really, look at that, like you can sheer it out really well. So yeah, I think I might keep this one. Probably won't reach for it until the fall, but yeah, I like it, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be passing along and giving to Emma and seeing what she wants, and this is what I'm keeping. Now, granted, I'm keeping a whole lot more that I'm passing along, but I really do feel like I'm going to get good use out of all of these. And if I look at it, I know that 1, 2, 3, at least 3 of them I won't be able to really wear until the fall and winter. So that even narrows it down a little bit more in terms of what I wear now, and I can get more use out of the ones that I feel are really going to complement me during the summer months. So very happy with what I'm keeping, and going to pass these along and see what Emma would like to keep. And that is it for my blush declutter. I'm actually pretty proud of myself and how many blushes that I actually am going to donate or give to Emma. And now I feel like I can really get some good use out of the blushes that I'm keeping. Again, if you like this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up so that we know and we can make more declutter videos for you. Leave us a comment in the box below. Let us know what kind of declutter you would like to see next. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing by hitting that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the little bell that is right next to it so you're sent a notification every time we upload a new video. Make sure that you connect with us on Instagram under MomNMeBeauty and with Emma under Emma_N_2004. Thank you again so very much for watching. We really appreciate it, and we cannot wait to see you in our next Mom and Me video. Bye everyone!